Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mo. I was told to do a demonstration speech, so I like doing jujitsu. So I want to demonstrate some jujitsu moves so that hopefully you guys get interested in it. And if nothing else, you might not completely get your butt kicked in a street fight if you have to. So the point of jujitsu is to do three things. It is to take down your opponent, progress to a dominant position over your opponent, and to put them in a position where they have to submit to you. So there's a lot of ways that you can take down your opponent. You can do shots, you can do trips, but those are kind of more technical and they don't feel as intuitive as like a nice throw. So what I'm going to teach you guys is a thing called an ogoshi, which is Japanese basically for hip throw. So generally for this hip throw, you got to think of it as like a seesaw. So I'm one kid, he's the other kid. My hip is going to be the fulcrum where I throw him over, right? So we're in a fight. I tie up with him. I want to grab his tricep and the back of his head so that I can move him however I want. So from here, I'm going to shoot what's called an underhook, where I go under his armpit and hook his arm. Now from here, you notice I'm side to side. So now I'm going to move my hand down to his hip, and from here I'm going to step around. Now if you notice, he's on one side, I'm on the other, and my hip's in the middle like a seesaw. So he's on the bottom and he's going to push up, but really I'm going to be putting the force so that he goes over and he lands on the ground. So now we've done one step. Now I want to progress to a dominant position. What I want to do from here is go to what is called full mount. So from here I'm going to secure him where he can't get space and escape. And from here I'm going to do what is called a windshield wiper. Basically, I'm putting my knee on his stomach and I'm windshield wipering over so that I'm on top of him. Now, if this were a street fight, this is a very dominant position. Why? Because I can punch him, I can elbow him, I can do whatever. But since jujitsu is a gentle art, I'm gonna do the very nice thing and I'm gonna choke him out. So, going back to the seesaw analogy, a seesaw is basically a lever. So I'm gonna use that technique in this next submission, which is called a head and arm choke. Probably like the simplest choke you'll learn, one of the first ones you'll learn. And basically, I'm using his arm and my arm to put pressure on his carotid and jugular veins to choke him out. So, I'm in this position, I'm securing him down. Now I need this arm to go up to his neck, but if you'll notice, he'll be tight here. I can't really move it. So what I'm gonna do is gonna think of his arm like a lever. The further you go out from the fulcrum, the less force you need to push up to move. If I go from here, it's kind of hard, but from out to his elbow, I barely have to move, and his arm's already up here. So a lot of people, they like to move over. I don't really like that because I move my pressure and he can hit me out. So I'm going to push his elbow as far as I can over his chin, and I'm going to slowly slide my head down. Now if you notice, his head's kind of getting red already. That's a good sign. So from here, I'm going to push my shoulder to pressure his neck. And now it's really tight as I'm gripping my hands like this. And now from here, I'm gonna just move my legs over to the side and I'm just gonna walk around his head until he chocks out. And that is the third point. I put him in a position where he has nothing else to do but to submit, to give up. So hopefully now, after learning these couple things, you might not be completely lost in the street fight, and I hope I made you interested in this sport because it's real fun. Isn't that right, Scott?
Yep.
Yeah.